Hello and welcome back to Swing Trading Masterclass by Wealthy Education. In this video, we'll take a look at those hammer and hanging man candlesticks, but we'll throw a few indicators and hints along the way to show you how you could have truly traded these. Now, the first thing I would look at is the hanging man, and really it's a dual hanging man pattern that we formed in Ford. You can see that we had seen some resistance at 16 previously. Support and resistance, round number, formed a couple of hanging man candlesticks. And with that in mind, we're looking for a reason to short. Well, gapping lower, that in and of itself was a reason to start selling. However, let's go ahead and take a look at the MACD. We'll start there. You can see the MACD did cross right there, and that was a signal. Between that and the gap and the fact that we formed two in a row, really can't ask for much more of a screaming declaration of a short than that. So here in Cardano, we have a nice support level at 4.5 cents. So let's go ahead and put that right there. And you can see that we dipped and formed this hammer and then rallied from there. Now, we did take our time to truly break out, but that was a decent signal by itself. Let's go ahead and add some moving averages. Add 2 here. The 9, as you can see, was offering support, but it's a daily chart, so let's give it a little bit more room to run here. So 20, and let's do 50. So the 20 and the 50. You can see we crossed here. So that was your first signal that maybe something's changing. Now notice we dropped all the way down to the 50 and bounced. We're spread out. The 20 is offering support. A couple of different reasons to think about going long. And of course, let's check, if nothing else, let's see what the parabolic SAR says. And you can see that we were short. But as soon as we broke above it, the thing flipped over to long. So that was a signal that it did confirm, with all of this going on, that perhaps it was time to start thinking about buying. You could also do a fib retracement, and you'll notice that we reached right to the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. British pound, massive wicked hammer. Now, the first thing that I think comes to mind right away is 125 has offered support, right? So that's a very bullish sign. Now, do we get some type of crossover that perhaps we can look at? So let's go to moving averages. We'll go to, since it's daily, we'll do 50. And then we'll do 20. We'll see how that lines up. And you can see that we did, in fact, cross shortly after the breakout. The breakout point actually happened earlier than that, but that does confirm it. And you can see that we did, in fact, continue to go higher. RSI had actually touched down here, had just touched the oversold area. So that was a hint, if you will. And then finally, let's do MACD. And the reason I'm showing you all these different ones is because we got the line, the zero line cross there. And the reason I'm showing you all these different ones is because, you know, trading is somewhat of a very personal experience. So you build a system using a few of these indicators, you know, whatever works best for you. Some people will say, I want to use parabolic SAR and the 50-day EMA, and they'll just trade the day charts. Other people want a moving average crossover. Other people look at just pure price action and support and resistance levels. And really, it's your job to figure out what makes the most sense to you. What are you more comfortable with? Because there is the old adage that you can give two traders the exact same trading system and they will have drastically different results. And that's because of psychology. So if you are comfortable trading something, it fits your personality, then it makes more sense. And that's what I'm hoping you're getting from these videos. You take a look at a particular indicator, you play with it outside of the realm of this class, and you say, okay, you know what? I do like the RSI, or I really like divergence with a MACD. And then you combine that with candlestick patterns, or whatever your thing may be. Maybe it's Fibonacci, and you build a system around that. The idea isn't that you use everything in this class. It exposes you to all these different opportunities. You find the right tools for your tool belt, and you go to work.